Hello everyone, good afternoon. Okay. So how are you all? Hope you all are doing good. Okay. So let us start with this interaction. Hi Sham, good afternoon. How are you? So what we are going to discuss today is the agenda of this session would be about career guidance. If you are looking for some sort of career guidance from our side, let's say if you have some career gap or you're looking for a change or you're looking for updates on software testing, so we can discuss all those things over here. Yeah, so many people are there. Okay, so it would be great if you all would be joining with your original names, right? Like I can see someone has commented with the name of Virat Kohli, that good afternoon. So it would be good if you can join with your original names, so I'll be happy to interact with you all. Okay. Ashit is there. Shyam is there. Ankit Sharma. Hello, Ankit. Ashutosh Mohanty. Sir, recently I got an offer. All credit goes to you. So, Ashutosh Mohanty, many, many congratulations to you. And it would be great if you can take out some time and share your success story with us. Please share your CV. Please share your profile at rdautomationlearning at gmail.com. Right? It would be great. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Akshay. Hi, Lavanya. Pavitra is looking for a career gap. Okay, fine. Okay, so let us start with the questions that are coming one by one. So someone is asking, this is first class? No, this is not the first class, and this is not the routine classes, but this is the online session, the live session that we are conducting every Sunday from 12:30 p.m. IST to 1:30 p.m. IST, and it is totally free of cost. Anyone can join, whether they have subscribed this channel, whether they have not subscribed this channel. It is totally fine, right? And we would be providing you the career guidance, and it is absolutely free of cost. We don't charge anything for all those things, right? Okay, so now coming to the questions. So first question has come from Ravi Reddy: how to crack API interview of API testing. Okay, so how to crack API testing interview. Now, there are two aspects. One is if you know about API testing and you have been doing it every day, if you have been working on API testing. So let's say you might be using Postman tool, you might be using SOAP tools for doing API testing, and then you can explain what is the framework of the API automation or API. If you have done API automation, then you can explain that framework. If you are doing just manual testing, so you can explain that. So let's say if this question is asked to me, so in a real time interview, how you can answer is, first of all, what which is the tool that we are using. So let's say if we are using Postman for doing API testing, then second thing is how we are doing the testing, right? So whatever APIs we are getting from the development team, we are validating whether we are getting proper response or not. Then and the first and the foremost thing will come into the picture is the authentication. What kind of authentication is required in the application? So you can get this kind of information from the development team, right? For example, there are various kinds of authentication. Basic authentication, JWT token might be generated. So there are numerous things, right? That, and it depends from application to application whether you require this authentication, right? So once you get that information, you pass username and password as a parameter for the login API on a very high level, I'm telling, and then you will get the token in the response. You can save that token in some variable, because after some time it will be changing, so that is a dynamic token you will have to save. So that mechanism is also available in the Postman. Then the various request of CRUD operations like create, rename, update, delete, all those things you can push via for API testing, right? So that's how you can do, and you can also validate whether you are getting proper responses, 200 okay, 201 okay. If the authorization is not there, then what you are getting in the response? Are you getting 500 internal server for any of the uh, scenarios? So all those things you can explain in an interview, right? I hope, Ravi, this was good. And if you want to crack this interview, so you will have to learn Postman tool. So just learn Postman tool, that will be sufficient for you. And in that you can get some idea about which are the different types of assertions you have, right? Okay. Okay, now Suraj is asking how to explain the security testing. Now, what is security testing? Security testing is nothing but when you are validating the whether there are any vulnerabilities in the application or not. So you are doing penetration testing. You will validate the request. You will validate the response, and what you will do is you will modify the request before the response is received. Right. So we are performing man in the middle attack. So that can be done via Fiddler. You can also use Bubsuit tool for that. You can also use Eco Mirage tool to test if the so let's say you are accessing some application in the Google Chrome browser, right? Now, in the task manager, whatever Google Chrome, you are performing actions in the Chrome browser, whatever the actions that you are doing, that will be getting saved in the task manager. So you can generate a log from the task manager and you can open it in the Eco Mirage tool, and then you can see if any password or any confidential information has been stored in the plain text. So this is how you can explain the security testing, right? So Bubsuit is there, Eco Mirage is there, Fiddler is there. Then show password tool also comes, where in which there is a capability, it has a feature of, if you hover the password field after entering some password, if you hover the password field, and if via that tool you can see the password in the plain text, that means your password has not been encrypted. So none of the encryption mechanism has been used by the development team, so you can raise a critical bug, right? So that's how you can explain security testing that you can do, right? Okay. Okay, now there is a question when the hiring will start, when the jobs will come, right? So, see, now if you see the job openings and the hiring and all those things. So now, recently, you can see the job market in February or March, you can expect that the jobs will come, right? Maybe in March 2023. And also it depends on to what impact the recession is there in the US and to what impact it would be there in India. However, it has not arrived in India, but it depends, right? So accordingly, in March, you can say the jobs will increase. But till that time, don't waste your time. Don't get demotivated. Learn all these things. See, you people are asking about API testing, security testing. So how will you perform these kind of testing? So try to learn all these things and keep yourself updated. So whenever the job market opens, you are the first one who gets the job, right? And meanwhile, we are also posting success stories in our channel, right? So you can do that. You can refer them, and you will come to know from the real time experiences of how the people are getting job in this circumstances also, right? Okay, Monish is asking, is it okay to resign in March and search the jobs while serving notice period? Okay, so mm, so see whether the job market is going good or not, irrespective of what is the situation of the market, you should never ever uh, resign before getting a job. That is what I would suggest, right? But still, it is up to you, right? You should never ever resign from your current job. So I'll just take one example of one of my subscriber. So he was working in non-IT field, and in the influence of his friend circle, he left the current non-IT job to get a job into the IT field, to get a job into the software testing, right? So what happened is, ultimately he could not get a job in testing, and at the same time he is not having job because he has already resigned and he served notice period in the non-IT company. So he's feeling like he is dependent, and this will happen with each and every one of you, with me also, right? So irrespective of whatever the job you are doing, have some patience, have some um, have some positive vibes in you. But it's a request, please don't resign from your current company if you are not getting job, whether it's March or it's January or it's December, right? So please don't resign, because it's a huge risk that you are taking, and you don't know what would be the impact, because we cannot predict the future what would happen, right? So it is very important that you don't resign in any of the month, any of the time, without getting a new job, right? While serving notice period, if you are trying to get a job, let's say 90 days went over and you are not getting job, or let's say even if you got a job with the same package, so what's the point in moving from that, until unless the environment in which you are working was fully toxic, right? So don't ever do that. Yes, now Harsh is asking, notice period in my company is 90 days and it's very hard to find a job with such a big notice period. I can understand, because many of the companies have come up with the uh, job positions as immediate joiner, right? So that is not possible. So, uh, so so try to find some companies which have 30, which have 60 days of joining, like they can allow you to join in 60 days, right? So 90 days, 60 days, there are many companies, right, who will tell you to serve notice period of up to 90 days, but these companies only don't have enough of patience that they will keep, okay fine, you can resign now, or they won't give you the experience letter, the relieving letter, before 90 days also, right? So these things are happening in the job market. What you should do is, you should be prepared in such a way that your interview should be so good that the company, the new company who is going to hire you, is going to wait for 90 days for you, right? So make your uh, increase your knowledge, boost your knowledge in that aspect. Okay, now Sumit is asking how to explain to HR regarding our notice period, right? So, see, first of all, it is not your notice period, it is the company's notice period. So, just tell them it is the terms and conditions of the company that you have joined, and you cannot resign before the time period, because those are the terms and conditions, right? And those are very necessary to be followed if you need experience letter, right? And they are giving you bread and butter, the current company. Uh, so for now onwards, we can say that we need to have a notice period of 90 days. Okay. Okay, now next question is, Suraj is asking how to explain the Jira tool. Okay. So Suraj, if you want to explain the Jira tool, then what you should do is, how you are using Jira, whether it is used as a test management tool or it is used as a defect management tool, right? So how are you using Jira? So that you have to explain, that flow that you have to explain. And then second thing is, whenever any user story is coming, so let's say if you are following agile methodology, so any user story is coming, so first of all requirement gathering would be going on, and then you will be attending grooming session, then you will be writing test cases, you will be going for test case review. So all this flow would be covered in Jira, especially if we have used Zephyr as a test management tool. So Zephyr is integrated into Jira, So that's how you can use Zephyr as well, right? And you can explain them in an interview the end-to-end process, how it has been used in your company, right? How to describe the project in an interview. So if you want to describe your project in an interview, so it is important that you tell them about the domain of the project, and you can tell them the significance of the application or the software on a very high level, because they are not interested in all the behaviors, in knowing all the features within the application, right? So you can avoid telling all those things. What is important is that you need to tell in an interview is what is your contribution to that project. Maybe you could have found some bug because of which the uh, the business got saved, right? Or maybe you could have written some test cases in such a manner that um, that now you are able to test that particular application or a software in a very depth level, right? Or maybe earlier they were only doing functional testing, but introducing you, having you in the team, now they are able to do non-functional testing as well. So what is your impact on that particular project that you have to highlight? That is very important. Okay. Now, how many months are considered as a career gap? That is a question from Abdul. Okay. So, see, career gap is a career gap. It might be of 6 months, it might be of 12 months, it might be of 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, right? But if you're not working for 6 months in any company, then automatically that is your career gap, right? So, anything less than or equal to 5 to 6 months is your career gap. Okay. Okay, now there is a question from Akash. Is job market down for only testing or another profile like development or DevOps many more? Okay, so it's not like only testing is being impacted, right? The entire IT industry has been impacted. And when I say entire IT industry, it means software development, networking, DevOps, everything is getting impacted. People are getting jobs, but those are people who are having a lot of good experience, right? So it's not like no one is getting job. So people are getting job, but you need to have a good experience, and that too of a very senior level, 7+ years, right? Is it necessary to add information of project in CV or resume? So that's a question from Rohit. So Rohit, yes, it is important if you can add on a very high level in a nutshell, like what is the project about, how many team members are there, how many testers are there in that project. So a very short nutshell about you need to tell about that project. It should not be like you are covering half of the page just telling about the project. For example, if I have to write about Amazon, so it's an e-commerce website. That's it. So whether it's a Amazon or it's a Flipkart, you will be doing testing of e-commerce website only. So that's how you have to write the crisp, the short and sweet description you have to write. Okay. Now there is a question. He's 2020 passed out and he does not have any experience in IT field. I'm fresher now. I have a knowledge in automation testing. Can I get job? Yes, definitely. See, after 3 years also you can get a job. But it is good thing that you have got knowledge in automation testing. So you should do some hands-on practice also of programming. So if anyone is asking you to write some Java programs, so please feel free to uh, tell them in an interview, right? And feel free to write that logic, and you should be capable of explaining that logic to them, right? So this is how you have to explain in an interview. Okay. How to tell about project you had done? Yeah. So projects that has already been done or projects which you have already tested, so you can just tell them in a form of data, like for example, I have completed 4 projects till now. One project was of investment banking, one was of healthcare domain, one was of e-commerce. So I've got a variety of working in various projects, and I was able to find good number of high severity, high priority defects in those projects, right? So that will be sufficient to tell. Don't tell the names of the project or those websites in detail. Just tell them that it's a web application and this is what the project was about. Okay. Can we survive on manual testing, SQL and API testing manually? Because I'm not able to understand the automation testing. Please reply, sir. So this is a question from Anurag, that if it is possible to survive in the testing career just on the basis of manual testing in SQL. So I would say, Anurag, sorry, that is not possible. For some period of time, let's say if you have initial experience up to 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, it is fine if you know manual testing. But after that, you will have to learn automation testing because the survival will be difficult. It is not that you won't get the job, you will get the job, but the package, the CTC will not be matching with the other people who are having the same experience. Right? So it is better to learn automation, right? At least learn one programming language. Okay, Nikhil is asking, I just got a job as a junior tester. I am on trainee period for 6 months. They are paying me 8,000 for a month and then they will make me permanent. Is this good? Yes, definitely it's good. See, whenever you are a fresher, you don't need to worry about the salary being paid to you, right? That is totally fine. You can work on for any salary and try to get some experience from that company, and then you can switch to MNC company after some time. So this is how you should approach whenever someone is giving you any XYZ salary, right? So irrespective of salary, just see whether you're getting proper knowledge over there or not, right? So Nikhil, also I'll request you to come on our channel and share your success story with us. If you can share your interview experience with us, it would be great. Just share your profile at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com. I'm sure that your video would be motivating many of the people in the community, right? So it's a request, Nikhil, and I think one more person was there when this live session started. Even he got a job, so I requested him also to send the profile. I don't remember exactly the name, but it's a request to both of you to please share your profiles at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com. We can connect for 15 to 20 minutes and we would like to cover your success story. Right. Now, before moving to further question, right, I'm sharing one new channel that we have started, which is not related to IT or software testing, but it is related to entertainment. And we are providing reviews, we are providing reviews of cricket matches and web series, movies, whichever they are getting launched, they are getting released, so in a very entertaining manner, right? So please do like, share and subscribe our channel. Please do support our channel because um, it would be great if we get some support from you on that channel as well, right? Okay, now whomsoever wants to give mock interview, just share your CV at rdautomationlearning at gmail.com. So just share your CV over here, and here is the link of the YouTube channel that we have recently started, right? Okay, now okay, Rohit is asking, I have been terminated from company on 4th Jan. I have 10 months of experience. I am manual tester, can get job on 10 months experience basis. I have worked on project for 4 months. Okay, on January 4. So Rohit, in this case, you will have to coordinate with your company people, right? So when I say you will have to coordinate means you will have to get an agreement from them that you have worked for 10 months. Again, it's a fake experience, but as you are there in the company for 10 months, so you can get this kind of certification, right? So if they are allowing you to if they are giving you the certificate of 10 months, then it is good for you. But at the same time, if they are not giving, then also you should be having sufficient knowledge in such a manner that you are able to justify that you have worked in some company for 10 months or 2 or 1 year, right? So that is very important. Okay, when the hiring will be back to normal? So I think I already answered this question. You will have to wait by March 2023, and then we will come to know how the things are turning around. And now also hirings are going on. It's not like the hiring has completely stopped, but yes, it has reduced. So if anyone is having good knowledge, if anyone is having proper skill set, then definitely you can expect to get a job in these time also. Okay, Akshay is asking how to show project in resume for non-ID student who has done testing course. Now, if you have done testing course, so there are two things. If you have a real-time project along with you, so that you can showcase directly in the CV. But if you have worked on some project as a part of course, so that will be covered in the course section only. You should not and you cannot show that resume on your CV, right? So it is difficult to showcase the this kind of experience in the resume. But yes, what you can tell is you are working on real-time websites by yourself. So let's say maybe on Saturday, Sunday, maybe during weekends or some part of the day, you're opening websites and you're writing test cases, test scenarios for them, and then you are finding the defects, right? So this is how you can tell. Okay, Sucheta Mahajan is asking, he wants to give mock interview. So you can share your CV at rdautomationlearning at gmail.com. The scope of API testing is too good, Ajinkya. Don't worry about it. If you learn API testing, then definitely it's gonna help you in your career, right? So, team, it's a request to every one of you. If you feel this live session is useful to you, so please hit the like button. Right? I can see only 23 likes so far, and I can see more than hundreds of you who have already joined the live session. So please hit the like button. That will help this video to flow ahead to other people who are looking for some kind of guidance. Okay, so this was there. Kiran is asking, blacklist is having for any specific company or for completely IT industry? I mean, the list interlinked with every company. Yes, blacklist is a very common term, similar to what you could have heard about moonlighting, right? So blacklist is again a very common term, and it is common for all companies, right? Whether you are working in IT company, whether you are working in company with the healthcare domain or manufacturing companies, engineering companies. So that is a common. So anyone who is doing job and who is salaried employee. So blacklist is a very negative term for them. So avoid getting into the blacklist list. Okay. Now there is a question from Rajleela. How to answer questions like long career gap? In my case, it's a 4 year of maternity gap. Okay. So if it's a 4 year of maternity gap, so you can explain uh, that see 9 to 10 months is very generic, and after 9 to 10 months also the mother has to take care, right? Like they are involved in self care, like they have to take care of themselves and also the new baby, because new baby is prone to diseases because he or she has recently come to this world. So you can explain that you had to take care of your baby, you had to feed them, and by the time they get matured enough that they can be handled by some elderly person at your home, you took a career gap, right? So that is totally fine. Maternity gap is fine, right? Unfortunately for us, like we cannot go for extended paternity gap, right? So so that happens, right? So no need to worry, just tell them it's the personal reasons. And see, if the person who is not able to understand such kind of things, then I would say you should avoid joining such kind of companies. if they are again cross questioning, okay, so how, why 4 years of maternity gap, right? You should not, there are lines which should not be crossed, right? So if you feel the people in the interview are trying to cross those kind of lines, trying to intervene into the personal life, then avoid joining such kind of companies, because I feel that the environment over there would be toxic and it would be negative in nature. Okay, now there is a question from Mavish. Sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly. Please tell me how many lines of project are described in our resume. Now, there is no proper lines, right? There is no proper um, like number of words or limit to what it has, right? It can be, it can depend on um what relevant words you have used, just to ensure that the person at the other side is able to understand your project, right? So that is important. Okay, please share some templates for resume. Sure, sure. So we will share some templates for resume, right? But before that, it's a request. See, if any of you are getting selected in any of the company, irrespective of the package, please come to our channel and please share your success story with us. We will be happy to help the people who are looking for the jobs, right? You won't believe the entire weekend, Saturday, Sunday, it I'm dedicatedly making videos on mock interviews and testing jobs and all those things, just to ensure that people out there get some help. But then in order to get further help, in order to continue the help, even I would need support from all of you. If you are giving an interview anywhere, even if you are not getting shortlisted or you're not getting the positive response, share those interview questions with us. Share the name of the companies and tell how many years of interview, how many years of experience you have. So accordingly, we will come up with the video, right? So and if you get selected in any company, then share your success story with us. There is no problem in sharing your success story, because officially you have got selected in the company, right? So that's a good thing, that's a positive thing. If you're getting happiness, share it with the others, right? So your happiness will also get doubled. See, this is not about materialistic happiness. Let's say if there is, I'll give you a very short and sweet example. There is a neighbor who is just residing in your society next to your home. If he or she comes to your home and they ask about sugar or curd or anything, so you give to them, so that thing will get decreased from your home, right? But the happiness, the the knowledge, the help in terms of jobs, in terms of interviews that you would be providing to others through this channel, that would be an everlasting, everlasting happiness. So there will not be any impact on yourself, but actually it will help to someone else. And it's a kind of selfless service, because when we help someone, the nature comes back to you in a very positive manner, right? So that is how it is there. Okay, now Kiran, you are putting this same question so multiple times, so let me answer it. If I blacklisted by one company, will it be known to other companies? So if you are blacklisted in one company, right, so then it would not be known to other companies, but you won't be able to join that particular company who has blacklisted you, right? Simple. Okay. Now, Sonali, how it will work if we join startup with fake experience? Okay, so the very first thing, when you are going with fake experience, it means you are starting your career with the cheating, right? You are cheating on someone else who are trusting you that you will be doing a job over there. Okay, even if you join startup or if you join MNC, if you are working in a very good project and you are not able to test up as per their expectations, then you will come to know that uh, then, sorry, not you, but they will come to know that you are actually, you have come with a fake experience. So it is very important to avoid these kind of things, right? Okay. Sir, if I complete API, APM, Jira, it's an added advantage or not? If I'm a fresher, I'm 2015 passed out. Okay. Yes, definitely. So if you are having good knowledge about API testing, Jira, APM, yeah, then I think it is good. But apart from this, you should also learn test automation. You should learn Selenium with any one programming language, Python or Java. That it would then it would be much better for you to get a job because it's been 7 years of career gap you have, right? So make sure that you learn about all these tools as well. Okay, what else we have? Any other question? Any other feedback on the channel? What kind of uh, videos you would like to see? Are you satisfied with the content that has been posted, like about mock interviews, uh, company-based interview questions, success stories, then updates about recession, updates about testing job openings? Any other feedback that you would like to give our channel? Then please feel free to tell. Okay. Now there is a question from Alakye Gorugu. Sir, I am 2012 pass out fresher. I learn manual and automation. Okay. So apart from manual and automation, uh, what else did you do? Yeah, right. You are 2012 passed out. So what were you doing for 10 years from 2012 to to 2023, right? It has been almost 10 years. So um, I don't think it will be much fruitful, or you will get some positive response from IT companies with respect to software testing, right? You should continue working working in the same company, or you can try to get some good hike in similar kind of companies, right? Okay, you are MCA graduation, but still you have passed out in 2012. So what did you do for? Yeah, for almost 10 years. Okay, what is the correct time to switch job in the current situation? I would say March. Make a video on important scenario based questions. So, yes, scenario based questions we are covering in all mock interviews, right? Now, if I just create one video, then it will have lots of questions. It will be of 3 hours, 4 hours. But the human being, whatever thing they are reading or they are studying or they are getting the knowledge, the maximum time they can uh, learn that thing is 30 minutes, right? So that's why our videos are of 30 minutes, so that you don't get bored also. Otherwise you people will start hitting dislike button on my videos, unsubscribing our channel, and then it will be at a risk, right? How many days should we follow from HR? um, so I think 3 to 5 working days, right? That is fine. Okay. Now there is a person who is telling sorry, and I'm sorry, I have just disliked your video. So can you tell me which video you haven't liked so we can improve on that aspect, right? Whomsoever it is, I would like to improve on whatever content we are posting on our channel. I want to ensure we want to ensure as a team that we deliver the right things, and we are helping each and every one of you in whichever direction you need, right? Any guidance over API testing and ETL testing for future? Yes, definitely. See, um, API testing is in demand. API testing is very important, right? Now, ETL testing, I don't see that much in demand compared to API testing. API testing is very important, right? And it is good if you get a good knowledge on API testing, right? At the same time, if you see ETL testing, it is limited to some companies. So you should definitely go for API testing. Please guide on Salesforce developer. Sorry, I don't have much idea about Salesforce developer. Okay. Now there is a question. I have 2.5 years of experience in TCS, but now because of career break of 3 years, not getting calls, don't know what to do. Okay, so if you have a career break of 3 years, so what did you do in those 3 years? So first, be prepared with that answer, right? Um, that what reason you are going to give, and second thing is, um, in those 3 years, if any new tool or technology has come up in the market, like Jira has completely replaced Bugzilla these days, Agile methodology has completely replaced Waterfall. So you should get the knowledge about all these things, right? Okay. Now there is a request from Roshan to upload the whole video on the channel. Yes, definitely. Of the moment I'll end the stream, you can see this in our live streams, right? Okay. Okay, now okay, now someone has disliked this video itself uh because they are asking questions, but I am not responding. So there are multiple questions that are coming up. So it's not like I'm ignoring anyone, but it is just that I'm not able to read all the things at the same time because it's coming at a very uh, faster speed, right? So you can ask your question one more time, and then I'll try to answer, right? Please uh, don't hit dislike buttons, right? um, i have I have to read all these questions on the chat, and at the same time I have to answer, so it takes some time, right? So please be patient, and definitely we will try to uh, answer the maximum people over here, right? See, again, the question has come, the future of API tester. So this is similar to what we got earlier. So API testing, yes, definitely there is a lot of scope. So a lot of good future you can have. Okay. Is it beneficial to do ISTQB for 2 years of experience? Yes, it is good if you can do it. How can I contact you for mock interview? So just share your CV at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com. How to analyze the bug with the example. So you can take any bugs, for example, payment related bugs. So whenever you are explaining any bug, you think in your mind in the back end that how it is related to business. As soon as you come to know how it is related to the business, then you will be able to correlate it, and you will be able to tell in a very good manner to the interviewer as well, right? Okay, so see, I am seeing many people are asking questions, so please hit the like button also. I can see only 60 or 70 likes received so far. So target is to get minimum 100 likes before 1:30, before this session ends, right? Is it true in January to March, uh, hiring will increase and much more interview calls? Yes, definitely we can expect the hiring will increase in March. Okay, now there is a question. There will be no KT. Everything I'll have to learn by myself. So again, this is an incomplete question. I'll be the only person in the handling automation testing. There will be no KT. Everything I'll have to learn myself. Already framework is developed, and I have to write test cases. So what is this question about? So it's a request to S. So person who is posting as S, please put your entire question. Karthik Kumar is asking, when can we expect a complete automation team in companies? Most of the companies hiring for automation job, but in project mostly work is related to manual. Okay, so if you are being hired as an automation tester, but still you are doing manual testing role, then try to get the product knowledge first of all, right? And then once you get the product knowledge, then you can come forward, like, to you can speak up to the managers that okay, see, I have already worked on automation testing, and after joining the company I have worked for 2 or 3 months in manual as well. Now I would like to go for automation because I already have got product knowledge. So please give me the role and the task accordingly. If they are still not giving you, then you can go to HR. If they are still not giving you, then you can go to the delivery manager. If still you are getting negative response, then you should leave that company, because you should understand they hired for automation, but somehow they don't have that project, right? Okay, I'm working as a manual tester. Should I start as API first or Selenium? So you should go for Selenium. Okay, see, the characters in the chat would be allowed only for 200. So please try to keep your question in short form, that it comes in 200 characters. How important are AWS Cloud and Azure DevOps nowadays? They are very important, right? A lot of scope is there, because once you create the automation testing, you will be creating video, uh, you will be running this execution of automation via the pipeline only, right? So that is very important. You should definitely get some knowledge. Yes, Kishore, we hear you. We will create videos on real time daily work routines, right? Okay, RJ Rocks, you should go for Selenium first. No, it's not fine, Vinod, to lie on your resume, right? Anything if you don't have good knowledge on, so please avoid mentioning in the resume. Okay. Pranjali is asking, sir, I'm 2016 pass out. Should I get job as a fresher? Yes, definitely you can try. But it has been 6 years you have been passed out. So you will have to be ready with the latest tools and technologies that are being followed in the market, right? My company is pushing me towards Tricentis Tosca. Initially, I have learned Selenium. Should I go for Tricentis? Yes, you should go for, but why are they looking for Tricentis Tosca when Selenium is a good tool? Ask those questions. If they are not um, giving you proper justification, learn that tool for the time period so that you get some new tool added in your resume after 6 months or 9 months. Once the job market is in a good position, switch from that company. Lavanya is asking, I'm working as a manual tester. uh, I've learned Selenium, Java, automation testing. Can I apply to automation testing jobs, and will I be able to survive without experience? No, without experience, you won't be able to survive. Don't go with fake experience. When the call frequency will increase, it will increase in March approximately. When will be the hiring get started again? February, March, you can say. As an automation engineer, I am getting underpaid. Should I quit? No, please don't quit at this particular time. Try to get some freelancing projects, right? I'm presently working in the mechanical field with 3 LP around 5 years. Now I'm interested in switching to IT, and I learned Python, Selenium, manual, and MySQL. I'm not getting called because you have not done IT related certification. ISTQB certification you can do, which covers IT as well as software testing. Right? Do some certification if you're looking for a change from non-IT to IT background. Right now, before moving further, please do like, share, and subscribe. This is my another channel, right, in which we are posting movie reviews of web series, and we are just trying to entertain people over there, right, and helping them with the latest updates of cricket matches, movies, and all those things, right? So please do like, share, and subscribe that channel, so that uh, that channel also grows by your love and support, right? So that is very important. Okay, fine. So make video on freelancing for testing related. I think the video is already there. Let me just share link with you. This is the video that you can refer to, in which we have mentioned about freelancing projects, freelancing websites. As per market standards, how much salary can we expect for manual and automation tester with 2 years of experience? If you are having manual testing experience, then you can expect somewhere around 4 to 5 lakhs, right? And I believe you are in metropolitan cities like Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore. If you are having automation experience, then you should go for 6.5, 7 lakhs. You can have that much. Okay. How to get ISTQB certificate? So there is a website of ISTQB. First of all, you should get some certification on foundation level, right? And then you can get some certification on advanced level, right? So that is important. How can we practice automation testing with real time projects? Is there any way to learn? So you can take up any websites that are available like Amazon, Flipkart, any banking related websites in which you would be able to practice with various controls like checkbox, radio button, all those things are working fine on. So accordingly you can test. Okay, everyone. So we are done with today's live session. But before ending, thank you so much for joining today, and I hope we were able to. I was able to answer the questions to the point, and somehow I provided that answer to you in whichever question you asked. Right. So please hit the like button before going. Right. And at the same time, please do support us for this new channel that we have, in which we are just posting the entertainment related videos on uh, cricket matches, movie reviews, web series reviews, and it's just based on entertainment. We are not again criticizing anything, or we are not looking from that perspective, but it is just for entertainment purpose. So please do like, share, and subscribe, and show your love to that channel also, right? So thank you so much, and wish you all the best for your career, and stay safe.